right, before we get to Wrestler of the Week and all the other things that we do, the two-night WWE draft took place. Not tonight. The one night plus one night.
Two nights.
Two nights.
Those nights.
Hold on, I've got to check a message here. Oh, we have an indie wrestling show coming up
thanks, Kevin.
On Saturday. Seven Mountains Wrestling, former WWE superstar Maven will be at this show.
Hello. I'm doing what Tim's doing.
I can't see any of it.
That's right.
October the 9th at Mr. Stacks Fitness, 233 East 3rd Street in Lewistown, PA. General admission $10. For tickets and info, call 717-543-1959. Doors open at 4, 5 o'clock, bell time. No refund. Masks are required. No outside food. Again, Seven Mountains Wrestling in Lewistown, PA. $10 this weekend. So make sure if you feel like it, go check out some indie wrestling this weekend.
Yeah, Lewistown is beautiful this time of year.
Is it?
This time of year, Jim? Yes.
Beautiful.
Is it? We drove through Perry County and some parts of Snyder County the other day on our way up to Selinsgrove, and that.
Do you still hear the banjos?
Yeah, it was. I heard squeal. I heard people yelling squeal out of the woods. It was a little scary. But the two-night WWE draft took place over SmackDown and Raw. Obviously the biggest of names. I don't think there was. I mean, there was a bit of a shift. Or is there either roster that or either superstar that moved to either of you guys or any of you guys stands out as a move you like the best? I think maybe we'll start there.
That's a good place to start.
Yeah,
I think it was important to make sure that we split up any women's tag team that might be happening right now. That was probably the best thing they could do. And, Tegan Knox definitely doesn't need to have a tag team partner. The Fart Heart is split apart now from Tamina.
Yeah.
She's going to have to rely on her killer instinct alone.
Tamina, that is.
Yeah. They just broke up Nia and Shayna on Raw. So, they're doing a lot of good stuff with the women's tag division.
Yeah. Like at this point, like what's worse for the WWE? Is it keeping the women's tag division despite having literally one women's tag team? Or like, is it just kind of dissolving the women's tag titles and just like I don't know how you really how do you get out of that? Is there a way at this point that WWE could just make them go away? Like just get rid of the tag title? Like, you know what I mean? Because they made a big deal about introducing them, but now there's no tag team. It's Nikki and Rhea, who's literally just a thrown together tag team.
And they beat Natalya and Tamina, right?
Yeah, they've beaten them about 47 times on the last 13 episodes of Raw.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's like I don't know.
I mean, it's not like it's any better on NXT either.
No. What are you taking pictures? Who's taking pictures?
I took a screenshot on the iPad.
Oh, I was like, what is happening?
I heard that too.
I didn't think it went through, so I had to take several. I was just taking a screenshot.
Jesus.
For what? Posterity?
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hi, boys.
You guy's a
I
secret
just,
shopper.
I went through. I found that picture of Ryan with the horns. I wanted to keep it.
You
A
like-
screenshot
like-
of
For
it.
Christ's sake.
I wanted a picture of Horny Smokey. It's giving me ideas for Halloween.
You know that like we talk to each other on a regular basis, like not on Thursdays. So you could get him to put that hat on.
Dude, I don't know if that's true. I wore a mask. I can't find that mask to save my life right now.
It's in the same room, is it not?
Because
It
killed
is.
because it killed itself after it stretched out that hard.
Oh, my hole. That's what it said when I put it over my head.
Oh, my hole.
And I mean, you only have.
What is this the question of the week? What are we talking about? I forget.
This isn't the question of the week. We're just talking about the WWE draft.
Cool.
Question
What
of the
about
week
our
is coming
women's
up.
tag team?
You only
Well, you have the Iconics.
no, you sure don't. They what are they now? The Inspiration.
The inspiration.
The
Yes.
Is that the
II
II
Inspiration?
Or is
Yes.
it okay. You
What
only
about
even,
the,
you only have 24 women on the
jumping-
roster.
Mark, you've got to be a solid 30 seconds behind all of us.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
What do you mean? I just said we had the Jumping Bomb Angels. They're still together. And the Glamour Girls.
They released them about 27 years ago.
How am I so far behind? What is going on?
Oh my god, I hate this show.
That's usually
You
me
guys
by
talking
now.
about
I'm
the-
actually having a blast.
Yeah. So on
We're
Raw you
talking
have
about- we're still doing on this day.
No, we're
You
talking
mentioned
about your
Max-
Sunbelt Bakery.
The thing of it is, I don't know if he's being for real or not. Like I don't. Like I can just be fucking with me, man.
Oh, that's right. You can't see him laughing, can
No.
you? This is the
That's a
greatest
shame.
show ever.
I'm taking
it's
pictures.
your first
You know
time
what
here,
I'm taking
welcome.
pictures of.
This.
I could have went to the Mannheim Farm Show tonight. I'll
Good
tell you that right
evening,
now.
Luna Kitty. How
Oh,
are you?
hello. Is that a new listener? Hello, Luna
think
Kitty.
that's
We're so sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry.
Oh,
This is
new
your
listener.
first weekend. Your first week.
You
First
picked
weekend.
a
Jesus,
perfect
give me the
night to
weekend.
listen.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Mark.
I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna mute him.
I'll do that again because Jim can't see it and it's funny.
Did he meow? Did I hear
did.
that?
Meow.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm making
a sick
claws like a
meow.
pussycat. Look, now I'm making muffins. I'm making time to make the muffins, Jim.
Now, what's great, Jim, is that while you really can't see him, he is so glitchy on our end.
He's doing the.
Right, like
He's
I
like trying to knead the dough, but really, it is like
I'm glitching.
he is in the Matrix right now.
Jim, you had said you updated to what, Windows 11. He's still running Windows 98.
something like that.
I have Windows 99 on my Christmas list.
All
You've
right,
been a
well,
good boy.
There we go. First time. She's Luna Kitty is a furry but longtime wrestling fan.
Hey,
Well, welcome in.
Aw,
Welcome to
Luna
You're
Kitty.
usually not.
Jim,
I mean,
you were
we-
furry before you shaved, right?
Yeah.
You did it. You said you did it to swim faster.
So on Raw, you have
That was
Bianca
so slayed out.
Belair. Shut up, Mark.
I'm sorry, Luna Kitty. I'm delayed.
Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Nikki ASH, Becky, Alexa, Carmella, Nia Jax, Selena Vega, Doudrop, Dana Brooke, Liv Morgan, Mia Yim, Tamina, and Tegan Knox. SmackDown, you have Charlotte Flair, B-Fab, Naomi, Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Xia Li, Aaliyah, Toni Storm, Shotzi Blackheart, and Natalya. So you only have 24 women across your roster. You have women's singles titles on each roster, and then you have a tag team division. Like, first off, I don't even think the roster's big enough to, to necessitate a women's tag team titles. And also, again, you don't have women's tag teams. So is it time just to throw in the towel on the women's tag division in the WWE?
Only if you're going to bring the USA Championship, meaning the network, Fox, meaning I don't fucking know.
What's going on, Scotty?
But the answer is yes.
Butterscotch Crimpet, a solid choice.
Ooh. It'd be even better if it was a
train wreck every week. 100% train wreck.
That Butterscotch Crimpet brought Mark live real quick.
It sure did. It'd be better if it was a Sunbelt Bakery granola bar this week, but Butterscotch Crimpets are good.
Why do you have a Sun? You know what? I don't even want to know. I don't think.
Mark, have you ever had a Sunbelt Bakery granola bar?
I forget what kind they sell at the Sharp Shopper, but I have Sharp Shopper brand ones upstairs.
I don't think Sharp Shopper has their own brand.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, Aldi, sure, but
right.
Oh, Sharper.
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
Sharp
it's been a
Shopper
while since
Bakery.
I've been to Sharp Shopper, so I can't.
That's the same. It's the same like parent company that owns Little Debbie.
All right. Well, they were just going to throw these in the trash, Jim. I couldn't let that happen.
God forbid that happens.
Yeah, heaven forbid.
The trash makes it to the trash can.
All right, so Luna Kitty asks, "What's your personal opinion on the TBS belt?" Yeah. The AEW just unveiled the TBS Championship, a second women's title.
He can't see me because my hand's up, but he can't see me.
Oh, yeah, yes, Tim, go ahead.
If I were Britt Baker, DMD, I would be MAD that I have that belt and somebody else is about to get the better title.
Right, like that was my first reaction is the TBS belt.
Looks
although
good.
It does.
I like the design of both the TNT title and the TBS title. Like I chuckle a little bit at the network logo in the middle. I find it I find it a little amusing. It feels like indie special to me. But whatever.
There's no indie ever gonna be on TNT.
Well, no, but it reminds me of the Bad Apple Armor Championship or whatever the hell it was called at LCW. You know what I mean? Like it just has like that feel to it for me. But the belt itself looks good, but my first reaction was it's bigger than the women's title. The women's world championship is infinitely smaller, and that's on the redesign. Let's not forget that they literally just remade that one. Like I like the look of the belt, but yeah, I feel like you already need to redesign your women's title for a third time in checks notes 2 years.
I mean, their women's strap is supposed to be like a throwback though to like the NWA Women's Championship, right? A smaller design, a smaller belt, smaller plate in the middle. But like NWA's back and has their own women's championship now, so why don't you be your own thing?
Yeah,
I don't like their women's strap at all. The TBS Championship is 10 times better. I love the blue. I think it pops. The name's silly, whatever. But really, really like the strap. That's a great question there from Thunder Kitty.
Luna Kitty.
Oh, Luna Thunder Kitty is the wrestler. My bad.
There we go. It says it feels very tacky with TBS written all over it. Yeah, that's my only. If I want to get nitpicky about it, I mean, I get it. The net, it's a TV title in theory, and it's your network is probably either paying you a lot of money or footing the bill for it, or any combination of those.
But
Now-
doesn't that make it feel important because it's a TV strap? You can turn it on every week and see that championship get defended.
Sure, but
That
just
you're
call
not.
it-
That we're kind of missing that right now in the WWE.
Sure,
That
just call it
that
the
that
television title then.
United States Open Challenge sort of feel to it. That always makes it feel important. I
Well, we
will
got the
tune into a
24/7
show.
belt.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. You know what? I stand corrected. Mark schooled me there.
I shut you down. That TBS title should be defended at 6:05 every Saturday, or 5 after the hour.
Now, Tim, you grew up watching wrestling on TNT and TBS.
Mhm.
Does that make a difference to you that they have straps named after that? That the history of wrestling on them on these channels are kind of being highlighted with the name, or
I think it is a 21st century take on, like, one, by naming them each individual network, you essentially get 2 TV titles
correct?
instead of it being like, oh, well, what's the difference between the Intercontinental title and the US title? Or like, what's the difference between this title and this title? They're both secondary titles, but why is one this and one this? Or that sort of thing. Lately, I've looked at it as it's not just that it's a new fun way to name a television title, but it also shows the dedication that TBS and TNT and Turner has on AEW. They
Sure.
wouldn't just let their brand be put on a title and then immediately you have the counter playability of like who's the face of the network, who's the person you can put on stuff. If TNT or TBS ever decide to do so. Now, my follow-up to all this is once the TBS title is instated, I don't ever want to see the TNT title defended on TBS, and I don't want the TBS title defended on TNT.
So your TNT championship becomes a Rampage exclusive.
Rampage title and TBS
And then-
title is Dynamite.
So the one that's not TNT, which is short for Dynamite, will be defended on Rampage on TNT.
Yes.
I hear what
Right,
you're saying.
because it's on TNT.
Right.
Which is
Right.
Dynamite.
Right. But
Yes.
there's Ryan, there's zero confusion with this.
No.
But also I think that there's still the rumor of the because like I know the argument can be, well, why then you won't have any like secondary men's titles on Dynamite, but there's still the talk of the trios title coming out at some point. Is that still like a lively rumor? Is that still a thing that's probably on its way?
The SA Trios title, yeah.
Let's see. Scotty says, when are people going to complain about AEW adding too many titles like they
Just
do?
follow our Instagram or our Twitter. Jim
Just
covers
follow-
all of the
Just follow
arguing.
us on Twitter. Yeah, Three Count
Jim will do
Thursday
it.
on Twitter. That's where the 3 Count Thursday complaint department is. But yeah, no, I like that idea, Tim. The network title should not be defended on other networks.
Who is your inaugural TBS champion?
Unfortunately for me,
Brandy
I-
Rose.
that's not Mandy Rose. She's not even on the same brand anymore. I don't think Mandy Rose still exists.
No,
Yeah,
Brandy Rhodes.
Oh, Brandy Rhodes. I thought you said Mandy,
Mandy
Rose.
Rose.
Oh no, she's Fire and Desire or whatever she is on Tuesday nights.
Toxic Attraction.
Sure, whatever.
Fire and Desire.
Yeah.
No, that's what her and Sonya called themselves. So
That's
don't.
yeah.
fair.
So don't. I was talking about one of the right competitors.
you were.
Weren't they when they were on the independent scene? Weren't they known as the Sinbad Bakery team?
No, that was the Sea Stars, Mark.
Oh come on.
Well, they're making waves in the independent scene. I'll tell you that right now.
Dude, they wrestled at MLW at Fightland.
They
old
they
Sea
did a
Stars.
really good job. They had me hook, line, and sinker for that match. How about the officiating there at MLW?
How about it?
They've got some great
Jade
referees
Cargill.
there.
Yeah, I like that, Tim. I think Jade's your. Yeah, I think Jade is probably your first TBS champion.
I think
Ryan.
it comes down to Jade and Ruby, and Jade, I think, also wins it. That was my thought. Just
Lee.
to get Ruby Soho stuck in my head again.
Yep, there it is.
Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill pretty much cleared up what the TBS represents on the strap. What does that mean?
And it's
She said like
it's
this bitch
her
stomping
broadcasting.
or this bitch
That
shitting or
bitch.
something.
yeah, something.
Gotcha.
What did she say, Lee? Do you
well,
remember? It was something. I remember the bitch because I'm a child. But it was T for something, and it wasn't this bitch shitting. I know that.
I was gonna say I'm surprised the S doesn't stand for shit.
That's me. That's me at Taco Bell.
Mark, who do you think's your first TBS champion?
You know what? I'd like to see Ashley Vox come in and take it.
I fucking knew it. I knew he
But-
would say it. Why'd you even give him the goddamn chance to talk?
You're the one that brought up the Sea Stars,
That's-
Ryan.
This is me. You're right. This is on me.
On you.
That's
Go
one
ahead,
move.
Mark.
But you know what? Maybe I could see Ruby taking it. What's her name now? Ruby Soho. If I call her Ruby right, it just takes Tim out of the moment.
Ruby Soho. Devin
Ruby
says
Soho.
Thunder Rosa.
Oh,
Thunder
we didn't ask
Rosa.
Devin, so.
And Ryan's back. This bitch's strap or something. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Oh,
Makes
that's kinda
okay.
hurtful.
That makes a little more. That makes a little more sense.
Mark, did you say Ponderosa?
I thought, did somebody say Ponderosa is going to be the women's champion?
I thought that's what you said.
My
I thought
God.
didn't somebody chime in and say Ponderosa?
What a
Ponderosa was gonna
delicious
win it?
steakhouse that was. Let's talk about it.
They had the best ham cubes there.
Ham cubes.
You got ham cubes, and then you get a little bit of bacon.
What the fuck?
Oh man, how about those ham
Celery.
cubes and Hosses?
Oh, why can bring up bosses with Mark around here? All right, let's get back
so
on the.
sad.
Let's get back to the WWE draft. But yeah, I think the women's tag titles, like, I don't think anybody. I think fans are would have more of an issue if you keep trying to, like, give half effort trying to throw a women's tag division together than if you just got rid of the women's tag titles for now.
I mean, this isn't Raw Underground. You just can't get rid of something.
Can't you though? Or like, you know, like how would you get rid of, like, let's have Becky and Charlotte win the tag titles together and then just get rid of, like,
You
we
have a
can't,
unification match.
you know what I mean? Like, why not? Like, just there has to be a way to get rid of them because it's not working. It's not working.
The only way they get rid of it is if they unify it with the NXT version.
Yeah, you know what?
I agree with that. I don't think you can totally abandon the idea of it. I wouldn't mind unifying it and then having them travel all over, up, down, whatever you want to call it. If NXT is truly developmental again, have the champions be able to work all three shows.
Right, and that's the really, like, that's the motherfucker about it too, is now, you know, theoretically you are splitting the brands more than you ever have. So are you going to have your Raw or, you know, your main roster women's champions lose to the NXT ones? I don't know. It's just they've created a mess with the women's titles. In terms of other moves that were made, I like it, Tim. I know we talked about Edge moving to Raw. I had Rollins moving to Raw. I liked that move. Why split up the New Day again? Like, that was disappointing. I like Hit Row getting the call up. Oh, here's one that I know you guys are going to hate. So Jeff Hardy is getting moved to SmackDown, and on his in his promo on Monday, or in his post-match interview, he talked about bringing, what is it, a different character, different
Ego.
ego. Are we actually getting like Willow on SmackDown?
Yep.
Fucking
Look, the Fiend is gone. The Demon is on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
WWE wants to tap into the spooky dookie.
Gotta get something kabuki-ish on a Friday
Yeah,
night.
Dookie's about the right fucking
Dookie.
word for it. Spooky Dookie. You fucking said it, Tim.
Spooky
Willow
Dookie.
in his dilapidated boat. Get the fuck out of here. The Lake of Reincarnate. This is so dumb.
So we finally get
Fucking
what is it? No More Words back, and just like that,
yep.
gone.
More than words.
I mean, I don't think there was anything like. I mean,
I'm glad they split Dijak. I'm actually okay with that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Let the two big boys be big boys on separate brands, and hopefully they can stand out. Hopefully
Yeah.
we get Dijak back. We can
Hopefully.
get rid of Teabag or whatever we call him.
yeah. I don't see any point of keeping up T-Bar and Mace, right?
no,
Mace.
no.
It's terrible.
What was
T-Bar.
Mace's real name? I forget. What was his old name?
Oh,
He did commentary. He did the
Theo
talk.
Madden.
Madden, right.
you know what? Maybe he
That's
should.
right.
Let's keep him Mace. Maybe he should just say Mace.
Keep it Mace.
Mace.
But yeah, I mean, you're Drew McIntyre to SmackDown. Go over, get a Universal title shot over there at some point, I'm sure. You know, I liked the moves that were made for the most part. I don't think nothing's monumental about anything that was done in the draft.
They split Veer from Jinder Mahal and Stanky.
Yeah, so
So good luck, Veer.
yeah, I was gonna say I feel like that only ends in one way, unfortunately.
I think they put Gulak on SmackDown, so at least he's away from the 24/7 championship shit.
Yeah, he's
Right.
over there.
But
But unfortunately, that's all he's done.
they moved Alpha Academy now off of SmackDown and on Raw.
Sure did.
I hate that move.
Yeah, they felt SmackDown to me. They felt very SmackDown to me.
Imagine
mean-
Gulak being the third member of Alpha Academy.
Oh man.
They could win the SA Trios championship.
I
That's
feel
a
like
real-
there's kind of more tag teams.
Didn't they bring up that dude that has like zero pro wrestling experience and might have raped somebody that one time?
Oh yeah, the gold medal guy. Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
Wait, there's something on Gable Steveson?
Yeah,
Yes.
apparently. Did I
Yep.
not send that to our group? To our
No, I
Oh
think
yeah,
he
it's
did.
not. I don't think it's great. I think like him and somebody else was
they were accused and
they
kind
were
of
accused.
got
It kind of
cleared
went.
on the technicality.
Yeah, it kind of like went into the police. The police are like, well, there's just not enough here to do anything.
Yeah,
Plus,
because
you're.
I saw
I don't
somebody
know.
tweet about it after he got announced to Raw. Somebody tweeted about it, and I was like, what are you
I
talking
just don't have any room in my fucking heart or brain for anybody that's taking advantage of somebody.
No. And,
So
and
I mean, shame on the WWE if that's the case.
yeah,
I think we
it's-
still need to clean up professional wrestling. We'll talk about that, I'm sure.
yeah, I'm
Because-
sure we'll
Because
probably,
there's turds everywhere apparently.
let's work on these things. Like, is there any other thoughts to the draft that
That was the
anybody
best
has?
draft ever.
Perfect. Yeah, do we want to talk about the
Also,
bully?
why does the WWE like they just act like we forgot the Miz wrestled? I get he's playing dancing, but
Well, yeah.
like, how are you not going to draft the Miz? He's not active. He's just
right?
playing dancer.
He's not injured anymore.
I mean, the sound effect that starts our show. This is my show. Well, and he's bitching about how he doesn't go off and play actor. Well, he's fucking off playing actor right now.
He's not playing actor. He's
playing
actively
dancer.
He's dancing.
Come on, there's a big difference, Ryan.
You know,
He's got
how
moves.
does
He's
everybody
gotta
have to be
dance.
assigned to a championship, to like a spot your champions are drafted, but Brock Lesnar can just do what the fuck he wants?
I mean,
Well, that's thanks to Paul Heyman.
I'm Brock Lesnar. I don't get. I'm above the draft. Why is that?
are you going to tell him that he's
Is Roman Reigns not above a roster? Then it's Roman Reigns.
He's the
I
head
mean,
of the table.
I mean, if the head of the table, your tribal,
It doesn't
chief
sound
was-
like you're acknowledging him, Jim.
I acknowledge him every day. I get up and I acknowledge the Funko Pop that sits next to my workstation.
Don't acknowledge false idols, Jim.
Jim says his prayers, takes his vitamins, and then yeah,
But I mean,
Acknowledge
Les-
somewhere God's looking down on you, like, for real, Jim.
Lesnar's
Man, I
not
thought
the
we
only
had
one.
something. I mean,
Big
your wife has Walter. So I get it.
Big
The
Bill,
Volter altar.
The Walter altar.
I mean,
He's like,
Big
"Good
Bill-
morning, Jim." Walter.
There's going to be a
Big
run in.
Bill's a free agent. Oh, sorry, that was Big Bob.
What a great entrance theme.
So fucking good.
Love it so much.
Yeah, Miz should have probably been drafted in
Sorry
not
about that.
like the last. He was like Mr. Irrelevant on Raw Talk.
Speaking of which, I like Sami Zayn as Mr. Irrelevant. It plays right into his storyline. I'm glad they worked that the way they did.
Yeah, that was.
He was tweeting out during it. He's like, "I don't think I'm in a draft pool. I
Right.
guess they just forgot about me."
Which
Like
is,
he worked the whole thing. It was great. So they did good things. But yeah, good luck, Veer. Good luck, Tamina.
yeah,
Did,
yeah.
I'm going to say this. Good luck to the SmackDown women's roster.
Yeah.
Because of
Lost
Natty.
Natty.
Carmella.
Nope.
Oh,
Because the true shooter of the WWE, Xia Li, is on
Fair.
SmackDown.
Oh
That's
yeah,
fair.
she knocks people out.
Tuck yo chin. It's coming.
Yeah.
Easy way, hard way.
Look out.
that might be my favorite new soundbite for you. Tuck your chin. It's coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that somewhere
Ah,
49-ish.
That might be
I'll be
it.
darned.
I like that one.
Let's
Now-
be darned together, Mark.
I'd like to be darned. Did you guys mention, did Shane McMahon get drafted in this, the Raw or SmackDown?
The best in the world.
Thank you, Mark.
You listen, Tim.
Shane
You put your ears back in.
Tim's
You
upset.
like it. War games.
War games. War games. War games. War games.
If you're new to the show,
Luna Kitty's new.
those are two things that trigger the sound effect board.
Now,
But it's
a
okay.
shame that, if you
If you
could draft
say
like,
the go ahead, Mark.
if you had a draft where you could draft specialty matches, I would certainly take War Games over a Steel Cage.
War games. War games. War games. War games.
We figured out how to fix that so it doesn't happen. You just have to say it backwards, Game Wars, and then you're fine.
War games. War games. War games.
Oops, the board works backwards.
Who knew?
Who knew?
See, Luna Kitty
I'll
likes
be
the,
darned.
the Shane McMahon clip.
Yeah, she gets it. He gets it. I don't want to assume.
Lee says, so you are saying Shayna and Zaya should be a hell of a feud on SmackDown. Yeah, why the hell not?
Yeah.
Um,
Why not?
Can I just tell you how disappointed I ultimately am
Sure.
that the WWE made their 4 horsewomen and contractually had the 4 horsewomen of MMA 2 contracts on their brand and couldn't figure out how to fucking put that program together. How does that not? How?
Yeah, those are all those are things that happen. Those are definitely things that happen.
Oh my gosh. I wanted it so bad.
Yeah, that probably should have happened.
Probably
Should have happened.
We're gonna get it with America's Top Team, though, Jim, your favorite guy.
Oh my god. I really thought last night that he wasn't gonna get on the mic. I really did. I thought they're just gonna beat down and they're gonna leave.
I love it so much.
And then he just like
So good.
Can't
Heat
deal with
magnet.
I just can't deal with it.
And Paige Van Zant, all right.
Yeah, that's fine. I just yikes. I can't. And like, look, so he's all about like having like real men fighting like real battles, like none of these like millennial blah blah blahs. Has he like looked at All Ego Ethan Page?
Jim.
I mean, like the guy wears like capris and like
Jim.
he doesn't exactly look. And I'm not trying to.
You
but,
are.
like
You
if
are
I'm-
there. Come
But-
on.
You're
but if I'm-
towing a real weird
All right.
line right
Hey,
now.
but look, I'm
Come on,
trying.
Bully Ray.
No, I'm trying.
You say he needs rough. Is that what you're saying?
I'm trying. What I'm saying is,
All right, Mark Henry.
like I'm trying to put on the Dan Lambert, like I'm an old grumpy guy, real men, blah blah blah. Like, to me, it doesn't. That doesn't look like the guy he's looking for. That's all I'm saying. That's not me. That's not Jim saying it. That's like Dan Lambert, Jim saying it. You know what I
I'm
mean?
sorry, they haven't come out with designer sweatpants for All Ego Ethan Page to wear.
Well, maybe Mr. fucking, Skechers and blue jeans should be outfitting his guys. That's all I'm saying.
Is it really Skechers or is it the New Balance, the white ones with the blue end?
I haven't seen the New Balance. So I think it is. I think he's wearing the Joe Montana Skechers.
It could also be the Nike Air Tempos.
Oh, the Air
The-
Tempo.
The,
Oh, it
the-
could be.
the ultimate dad shoe.
Yeah.
Devin says, I swear to God, Ryan and intern Mark has a meeting before every show to plan how to piss him off.
We don't. I barely have enough time and gumption to do this fucking show,
I was
let
gonna
alone
say,
me.
Ryan barely makes it to this show.
I was there pretty early today. I was pretty excited.
I was impressed.
I thought we were doing the pre-show, post-show for Patreon. We were not.
Yeah, that didn't happen this week.
We were not. So in place
for
of it, Jim's
people.
just going to put up feet pictures for you guys to look at on the
Well,
Patreon.
That's
Patreon.com/3count
probably
Thursday.
not going to happen.